In today's video, I want to talk about why it is important to work out of an office space. So, you guys know that we moved into a new office recently in Koramangala, Bangalore. And in fact, I am making this video from the new office. You can see here. And in my YouTube channel, I already have a tour of the office that I have shown. But it's not necessary that you need to get this big of an office. We have been in the business for the past 5 years. We are expanding our team, so we got an office. But even if you are working from home, and even if you are like a freelancer, it is necessary to have a space, not just like a corner in your bedroom, and not even like a separate bedroom. You know, some people live in a 3 BHK or a 2 BHK, and one room they will convert it to an office. I am saying that even that is not enough. You need a workspace that is away from your home, right? You get out of your home, and it can be as simple as one more room in the same building, right? It can be within the same compound. Or if you are living in a multi-storied apartment, then if you can afford it, then you can rent out one room in an apartment or an entire apartment itself to make it into an office. But it has to be away from your home. And one of the reasons that I insist that having an office away from home is important is because, first of all, your mood and your mental focus is always scattered at home, right? Home is where you come to relax. Home is where you fight with your family members, and not always, obviously. And home is where you might have a pet. You have a lot of distractions. You watch TV, you eat food, you refresh there, you take a shower. All that happens at home, and the home has a certain vibe to it. And it's difficult to focus on work sitting in the same vibe, right? And we know a lot of people who are working from home, they would like get up, and sometimes they will not even have the patience to make their bed, and there will be a corner table in the bedroom, and they will sit and work out of the same room. They will take calls, and there is this sense of sluggishness that you will have in your body, and that will make you not very aggressive with work, not very productive with work. Getting things done will become a little bit more difficult, and you are always trying to go uphill with getting work done. So earlier, when I was just getting started with my career in 2008 itself, I insisted that I need like a separate room outside the home, but within the same compound in Salem. And I literally had to put up a fight with my mom and dad, saying that I need like a separate place to sit and work, so that once I go there, it's just work. You don't think about anything else. You just focus on work, and that kind of makes you looking forward to work also. And humans also need this change in environment, right? If you stay at the same environment all the time, you sleep there, you wake up there, you work there, then we are literally like zoo animals, except that somebody didn't put us in a zoo, we put ourselves in a zoo, which is our home. So even if it is a little bit of a walkable distance from your house, just have a workplace somewhere else. And now there are a lot of co-working spaces available, so you could get out of your house, get into a co-working space, sit there and work, and come back home. When you come back home, make sure that at least for a few hours you don't touch work, and don't make it like a gray zone, right? Where you are sitting at office and ordering something from Amazon for home, right? You are sitting at office and doing household related work, personal calls to mom, dad, relatives, family members, and then you are sitting at home and working from home, and there also it's a gray zone, here also it's a gray zone. It's going to fuck up your head so much because our brains are capable of focusing only on one thing at a time. And a lot of people take pride in multitasking. They say that I can do multiple things at the same time. But according to science, according to research, it shows that if you are focusing on one thing and suddenly you have to switch the focus to something else, then you come back to the same thing which you are doing. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to get back to the same level of focus that you were previously. So let's say you are creating a video, writing an article, even reading a book for that matter. If you are constantly distracted, your brain is not really made for that. Your brain is made to focus on one thing at a time. And this will kind of make your brain tired because you are constantly switching. And within a few hours, you will feel exhausted, and then you will feel like grabbing a smoke if you smoke, or you will feel like having a tea or a coffee, or you will feel like having some sugar because your brain feels a little bit fucked. So the only way to kind of not get to that is to make sure that you have a workplace, you come to the workplace and you come with the right intention. You take you have the breakfast or your food, you take a shower, you refresh, you automatically would put a little bit of better clothes than what you are wearing at home, and then you come into the office and the office is well lit, it's fresh, it's cool, and maybe you meet your colleagues if you are working with colleagues, maybe not, but at least you come into the work zone. That's the flow state, right? You get into the flow state. First thing that you do is put your phone on flight mode and make sure that there is not a lot of distractions. In the sense, here at this space that we are working out of, we make sure that there is no distraction at all. And everybody wears headphones and make sure that if they are taking calls, they are going to some other room and they are not working out of the main work area while they are talking. Guilty as charged. Right now I am distracting Kamna Jain here, who is trying to focus, but probably she is listening to me. But just because this is a YouTube video, it's fine. So I will also invite her into the video. And let's ask Kamna how has been the experience of starting to work out of the office with the new office. So hey Kamna.
Hello. Okay, great. So I think when I actually started off, we were working out of office, and then after a month or something, the pandemic came in, and we all just started working from home. So when you think of work from home, it sounds like, okay, wow, this is the best way to go forward. But after a point, what happens is the lines, they merge. Somewhere your personal life, your work life, they just come in together. And when that happens, I think somewhere your thought process, it changes. Now when I come to office, firstly the mindset is like, okay, I have to go to office. So your routine is set, and somewhere that discipline, it triggers, a various, and it just triggers a different way of, you functioning. When you meet people, it's much easier. Like for example, I think we've all heard that, they say that this meeting could just have been an email. We've all heard that. But what I feel is when you come to office, a lot of things become easier. For example, you want to just reach out to your colleague at home, you'll think, okay, is the person free? Is it okay to ask? And when you actually ask something on call or on a meeting, it just becomes such a big thing. And when you are in office, there's like so many new things that happen. You are not just, growing based on what you can think. You're actually collaborating and learning from each other as well as growing with each other. And the kind of personal interaction, you meet new people, the entire environment, it changes the way you think. And also, I think the major advantage of having an office is focus. Because when you're at home, there are two things. You can disturb yourself, and other people at home can disturb you. And these are two very important and major values that come your way. When you're in office, I actually felt the difference, when I was working from home, it seems like some tasks seem big. It seems like, okay, I have to do this. But when I'm at office and it's peaceful, it literally gets done in, just like 5 minutes. So of course, there are advantages of working from home, the kind of flexibility, etc. But I think if you plan things accordingly, you can actually have much more time for yourself if you really focus, get things done, and the kind of ideas you get when talking to people, I think it's next level. So yeah, I think it's a wonderful experience.
Fantastic, amazing. So that's what Kamna has to say about the office, and I'll probably feature more people from our office as well to talk about this. But if you are thinking that having a separate workspace is going to be a little bit of more expenses for you, I think that is a good investment. If you have to take a co-working space, spend some 5k, 10k extra. Maximum for one desk you are going to pay 10k. If it is WeWork, you might pay 12k, but you will definitely have an increase in productivity, which will give you a much better return on investment for that 10k or 12k, and a little bit of maybe a travel cost and everything, but it will be worth it. And if you have not done that yet, please go ahead and start working out of an office. Now that the effect of the pandemic has gone down, hopefully, and there is no more waves coming in, but take it seriously, try it out. And if you have not done that yet, then do it. Even if you are working full-time somewhere, I'm pretty sure you will be doing some side hustle. And if you are watching this video, I'm pretty sure you will be either doing some freelancing on the side, or you will be doing some coaching and consulting on the side, or you might be doing some small startup on the side. So whatever it is, you will be doing some work on the side, right? So make sure that you go ahead and have a home office or a small work desk in a co-working space, even if you are in a full-time job. And you could sit out of the co-working space and do your full-time job if your full-time job allows you to work from home. And the best of all, it's always healthy to make sure that you are not living with your flatmates, family members, or relatives or parents all the time, right? It's a breeding ground for fights. If you stay at your home with your parents, you know what I'm talking about. If you work from home, there will be some fight that will come. And if you stay at home all the time, you will also lose a little bit of respect there. People will be asking you to do household chores, right? So get out of there. Sit in an office. You will also be valued more when you get back to home, either by your spouse or your flatmates or your parents, right? So I hope you like this video. And if you want to watch more videos and want me to talk about more stuff, let me know in the comments below and I will cover that in the next video. So see you in the next video and bye-bye.